So if I'm going to do an ultra, I've got to sort out my nutrition and what I'm going to take with me and stuff, and mostly I use these, but I'm trying to get away from this really sugary stuff. So I've been using this slow acting carbs, and the problem is putting things together, because you know, when I'm hiking and when I'm running long distance, there's lots of different. This is a paleo one, cashew, an almond. This one's just a cashew one. This one's a mixed fruit. Then you've got the normal flapjack type ones, different flavours. These have got chia seeds in. I like these little ones because they're ideal when you're running, just to stick in your pocket. And but I wanted to get away from all this packaging. That's the problem. Now these are fine if you've got water with you, because you need a drink after, because it's that sweet and that sticky. So I'm wanting to, like when I'm doing my swim runs, if I take one of them, I need a drink, and drinks aren't always available on the swim runs like they are on normal running races, and it's hard to carry water round with you when you've got to be in and out the water. So somebody gave me one of these as a sample. This is a Born super liquid gel, and it's not gooey at all. It's very watery, and that worked all right. So I thought, oh great, I'll use these, but I'm only going to use them for the swim runs because they're £2 each. I couldn't believe it. They're dead expensive. So except for this other sample pack I've got, that's out the window as well. So I picked up these goo ones. This is liquid energy, orange flavour, and feeling it, it's very, in fact I think something might have been leaking. I've got sticky, now my hands are sticky. Feeling it, they're very liquidy, so I'm hoping they're not going to be too sweet, and I can use these for the swim runs because these aren't as expensive. But really I'm trying to get away from all this packaging, because when you use them, I mean this one's not even open, and I think it must have been from another one that I've used. You get sticky all over, and you're putting these back in your pocket or in your rucksack or in your running vest because you don't want to litter, and so everything is sticky. Your hands are sticky, and so I wanted to get away from this. So mostly functional Jess, she has a YouTube channel and she does a lot of running, suggested this active root, and so I sent for this sample, and I bet you can't see in, light through it, it's up to there. There's 2 gels. You can put 3 gels in, then you fill the rest with water. So you carry that and you've got no sticky packaging, because it's not supposed to be as sticky, and the top comes open. You just turn the top and drink it, turn it back, and then you can put that back in, and hopefully there's no stickiness, no packaging. The only disadvantage, this holds 3 gels, so you can put powder in this. It's powder inside. You can see. I don't know whether you can see straight through. I can see, but I don't know whether the camera will. Is if you put 3 in and then fill it up with water, and you don't use it, then you've wasted it. So you can put 1 in, but what happens if you're on a really long run and you think you need more than 1 gel? That's yeah. This is where it all gets confusing and problematic. What to do now? With the gels, you've got no electrolytes, so I use these tabs. And so if you've got electrolytes slow release carbs and gels, which is a lot more sugary type of substance, you've got to have lots of little bottles, and you've got no, remember, and when you're doing long runs you get runner's brain and you can't remember things. So you've got to remember what's in what and what you've drunk and what you haven't drunk, and it's all this calculation. So you're filling these up with whatever, a tab, which is electrolytes in water, another one of these with this high 5 carbohydrate in it. Then you may be carrying this as a gel for sugary stuff. You may be carrying extra ones without these nozzles. I've got extra ones that you just shove in the back with perhaps plain water in. It's all getting confusing. So I have been investigating and I found this. This is Tailwind, and this is supposed to have everything in it. It says all you need all day. This is another orange flavour. If you've noticed, I like orange. I don't particularly like orange pop, but I do like orange flavouring. And this has got your electrolytes, your carbohydrates, and the same type of stuff what would be in the gels. So this has got everything. So I'm wondering whether this would be a good idea. So I brought everything with me for this 3 days of running and walking in the Peak District, and I'm going to try things. So Jess recommends this, so I've picked peppermint flavour, something and peppermint I think it is, because this has got ginger in. This is supposed to help your stomach, so you don't get upset stomachs when you run. So that's another good thing. So we're going to try. So I'm all prepared for a lot of experimenting this weekend. Stop waffling on about all this stuff. So the backpack is packed, not much room for anything else, since the GoPro's got to go in. No, so I'm not using the GoPro today, I'm using the Osmo. There is the gel, and I've filled it with water and it fits nicely in there. I've only put electrolytes in both water bottles because I think it might get hot today. I have lots of little snackies in there, and there's some bananas in the back with my rain gear. And I've packed that, and there's no room for anything else, so I've got some gloves in there just in case. But I bought a smaller pack than my big one, because I thought my big one there was far too, I filled it with far too much stuff, and now I haven't quite got enough room in this one. But I've got my hat in there, so I can just grab that if it gets really hot. So we're really just about ready. Morning everyone. It's a bit of an overcast morning, so we're on Saturday and we're heading out on my run. It's a run walk, and we're walking to the start of my planned run as a warm-up. But I've set my watch already. I can't be bothered with keep faffing about, switching my watch on and switching my watch off. Sun's out and the view is slowly starting to clear from the haze, and we're trekking through all this bracken. Luckily there's a path, so I'm avoiding the ticks. And I've stripped off already. We're down to t-shirt and arm warmers, and if it gets much warmer the arm warmers will be coming off. I don't think I've put suntan lotion on this morning. Oh well, arm warmers may have to stay on. I've got a sun hat, so we're fine. Right, I've still not made it to the start of my run, we're not far off. Just got to find the road. Up here maybe, can see a sign. Find the road, cross the road to get onto the moor, and that's the start of the run. So it definitely should have been warmed up by now, because I think we've done above a mile uphill. Right, see you in a bit. Well, first stile. It's a good job we've not brought the dog. But I anticipated this, so I've not brought a dog. Otherwise I'd be having to lift dogs over everything. So here we go. Might not be very good at one-handed. Oh, nice view of the forest over there. Stile number 2. Good job I didn't bring the dogs. This way, I think. Well, a gate instead of a stile, because if this would have been a stile, this would have been stile number 6. Nice little bridge, nice little river, and up onto the main road we go. So when we get to the top of this hill and across the road, that was where the run is supposed to start. And originally I was going to drive and park in the car park, but seeing as the camper van is in the caravan park, I thought I'd just do my normal trick and walk to the start. So it's definitely warmed up. Sweat is dripping off me. Right, so here's the road, and slightly down the road is a big awkward stile, I think, there, and the pub and the car park is up that way. So this is the stile I saw when I drove in and was glad that I'd not got the dogs with me. So stile number 6. Ooh, I'm stopping counting stiles now because it's getting monotonous. Got to make sure I lock this gate. There we are. So, a nice walk that was, and it was about just about 2 miles. Sweat's dripping off me. And I ran the flats and the downhill of that 2 mile. Yeah. I'm on nearly 2 miles. So now we're on to the proper run that I'm supposed to be doing. So I better put this camera away and get running, eh? Well, the hat's out. It's red hot, very hazy over there. Yet another stile. We put away. Ooh. So, coming to the road, got to cross the road and get find the footpath on the opposite side, which is easy because it's just there. So I will put So I'm going to put all the road crossings and place names on the video when I make it, because I don't expect my brain to remember. Ooh, it's like an old building there. I don't expect my brain to remember what everything is when I'm running, even though I've studied the maps. Oh, I can hear a river. Oh. I could hear a river. This is a nice little pack horse bridge. Oh, stop and have a little nosy, and wipe my face. Oh, look at that up there. It's a nice bridge. Some nice houses up there as well. That must be their private little path from their garden. Well, that's nice, isn't it? So, we're going along the top of the first edge of the long line of edges, heading for Kerber Edge. I forgot what this one is, so I'll put it up on the screen. And heading for Kerber, then Froggatt, coming down into the Longshore Estate, having dinner at the Longshore Estate. Oh, how far are we done? We're on 4 mile now, so not far. We're not far into it. Just gentle plodding along, walking the hills and running whatever else is runnable. So I came from over there in that valley. Still a bit hazy, but nice views. Well, I decided to come a scenic route instead of the flat, boring route. It might have been a slight mistake. How I managed to trip, I do not know. I think I've slightly ripped, well, not really ripped, but slightly pulled a thread in my leggings. That's where I should have gone, was planning to go, but I decided to come the rocky route, didn't I? Oh well, never mind. I wanted to get the views over the edge. Might have been a mistake, but we all make these mistakes. Very pretty over the side of the edge. I'm getting too close. Oh, it's not that steep really. I've been on steeper. Right, so my arm now is going to sting for the rest of the day when it keeps sweating since I've took the skin off it. Right, I've just come along Baslow Edge. We're heading over that way now. That's where I've come from. we've just come through a load of cows and they're all very good, got babies. Now crossing the road, heading over there. I think we might be doing a little bit more walking for a bit. My elbow is throbbing. We might stop for an early dinner to patch the elbow up. I've got a first aid kit in my bag. Just come from Baslow. We're going that way to Kerber, and on the way back we're doing White Edge down there. So when we get up here, my watch has just said eat, so we're stopping for a break, and I'm going to patch my arm up because it's stinging. So we're on Kerber Edge. Got a nice view from here. It's a bit windy up here, a bit cooler. That's where we're heading, along Kerber. Eventually, Stanage Edge, Higator over there we'll get to. So we're 5.5 miles in, and that means if I turn back now, it's 5.5 miles back. But the plan is not to turn back, is to carry on. It's supposed to be a long day of run walking. But the bump I took to the knee is starting to affect my running. My knee is starting to swell slightly on one side. My elbow's alright if I don't bend it. It's a bit difficult to get this Osmo back in my pocket. But we're carrying on, even if we walk back. Come off of Froggatt, and White Edge is up there, and the pub is up there as well. It's like me pointing and you can't see. So White Edge, that's White Edge, and we get down here. The pub is behind this tree, so the road's a bit busy. So I'm not walking up the road to the pub. There's a path there. I'm going to take that one. A very busy path. Loads coming up. Well, another sweaty hike through the woods. Heading for the Longshore Estate. I decided I didn't want to walk down the road because it was very busy, so we took the path through the woods, which takes you down, round and back up again into Longshore Estate. In fact, it takes you down to have just come out on a road that would have took me down to Grinderford Station. I could have gone and had something to eat there. I've got plenty of food on me, but I thought I would treat myself and buy myself something at the Longshore Estate. And if you go down here, you've got Padley Gorge. The main road comes up from the station down there, and the other side's Padley Gorge. So I'm on unfamiliar territory, but my map, my trusty map, has served me well, and the new battery in it is working a treat, because I'm having problems with it. Well, I've had it a hell of a long time. In fact, that many years, I can't remember how long I've had it. And the battery was starting to not hold its charge. Right, this hill's getting me. I'm puffing and panting, so I'll see you at the top. So this path I've just come out onto is where it's part of Grindleford Fell race that I've done. I recognise this little water crossing. I was in two minds whether to go across the top or down here, but I decided this way will do. Either way will take me back to where I'm going. Maybe the other way would have brought me into the top end of Longshore Estate. But I am going out the top end of Longshore Estate to go across to White Edge when I had my dinner. So this way will do nicely. And it's not a stony path, so I can start running again. So now I'm on familiar territory. I know this path. Did a navigation course along here one summer. So I know where I'm going. Not be long before we're in the grounds. Well, we are on Longshore Estate, but in the more familiar grounds where people walk around. So we walk along this path for quite a while and then go through a gate and go into the grounds. This is the gate I was looking for. Now we just got to cut across to the calf. Even though I still got food, I've not drunk this water with electrolytes in it, but I've drunk that one, so I'll fill that up with water at the calf. So on the way back, just in case, I think something to bit me. So I've got another couple of bars left and a banana, so, and a little bit of that root, active root gel left, which I like the taste of, so I think that's going to be a winner. It's not strong tasting, so, and you don't need to drink a lot of water after you've had some, so that's good. Higator in the distance. I'm not going up there today. Sun has definitely come out now, so I've got a hot afternoon of walking back. I've decided. We went on a bit of a detour, and thanks to not wanting to go in on the road, so we're on about 9 miles. So by the time we get to the business centre at Longshore, that will be 10 miles. So there will not be no running up hills or bumpy ground on the way back, I don't think. So hopefully I can cut it short on the way back. Right, this is it. Visitor centre. Behind that hedge. There it is. So that's Longshore Estate, and over there's the new calf. It's all been done up. There's a bit of a breeze now, which is good because it was getting really hot. So we're having a leisurely walk back. Out on the path. Oh, you're cute. You're making a row. So we're just leaving the Longshore Estate. We've come out of Longshore Estate and we are going along that road for the quickest to get up to White Edge. Across this road. So Froggatt, Carver Road, and I came across that further down when I was coming up. We're gonna go across here. So we're crossing over White Edge Moor, and there's a nice house at the end there. Very bleak in the winter, I should imagine. And going up onto White Edge, I normally come out the bottom end of this road, cross further and walk round the wood, but it is longer, but it's more pleasant and it's easier on the foot because this stuff's, when you've been walking all day, it's not nice on the foot. So just past this house we're going to cut up onto White Edge. So that's the house, and this is the path to go up to White Edge. So we will be cutting up through that little gully there and through a gate onto the top, and then following White Edge all the way back, right down to Birchin Edge and straight down to the pub Fox. Did I say it? Yeah, I'm sure it's the Fox. Anyway, the pub near where I started and back to that main road, crossing it and then cutting over like I did this morning back into Chatsworth. I'm hoping it's going to be a bit shorter than the way I came, because it was 9 mile to the calf at Longshore, so I'm hoping this is just going to cut a bit off on the way back, because my knee and elbow are a little bit stiff from smashing them on a rock. Anyway, it's a walk back from here, no more running. My knee's not happy with running, but it's alright with walking. Swelling slightly. I don't think I've done anything serious to it, it's just a bang. So, nice leisurely walk back. A 9 mile run in, well, run walk. I didn't run the hills. So, right, there's the gate at the top, and we'll be on top of White Edge. White Moor, and I'm on my phone because the Osmo has finally run out of battery or memory card, I'm not quite sure which, but this is White Moor, and we'll be nearer to the edge in a bit when I get a bit further down. So we're on White Edge, and it's quite a long walk till it joins Birchin, well, until I get to Birchin, and then down into Chatsworth. So doing all right. Knees holding up even though it's a bit swelled. Elbow's all right unless I bend it. Moaning about my elbow and my knee all day. Stop moaning about it. Silly thing to do, fall over at 4 mile. Anyway, not long, hopefully, and we will be back at Chatsworth. Well, I'll say not long, but probably a couple of hours. We're on 11 mile. And I don't know what time it is without me swapping my watch over, but it's only probably somewhere around about 3 o'clock, I think, I should imagine. Stopped at the Longshore quite a while, having a cup of tea and cake, and finally got this phone to work. And talking to Mark, because he's been trying to ring me all day, and I've not been able to open it. It was stuck on lock. The lock wouldn't come off. And it's been like that all day. And when I was sat in the cab, tried it again, and it's working now. So I don't know what's with it. Probably ready for a new one. It's about 2 years old, so things don't last as long as they used to. Anyway, I'll probably show you a few more things as we get further